you're moving from your center, moving from the waist, and the hands are moving simply because they're connected. That's where the power comes from. That's where the internal energy starts to be generated. It's this full body connection. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan White. Welcome to my practice space. I spend a lot of hours in here cultivating my internal energy. And today I want to show you a very simple but a very, very powerful Qigong routine to build your energy, to build your internal energy, and to tangibly feel this in your body. Qigong is an incredible practice and it looks a bit silly. I will say it looks like, we're not doing much, just kind of waving your arms around. This is what I thought for years, but when you actually do it, when you really get it, this is the movement of energy. These movements that we're doing stimulate the energy meridians of the body. If you've ever seen acupuncturist charts, all these thousands, hundreds of energy meridians traveling through the body. And Qigong is a practice to cultivate that, to connect to the universal energy, this chi field that we're living in. And when you start to do this, you tangibly feel the energy moving throughout your body. It improves your health, improves your vitality. You feel better, you have more energy, you're more focused, you're happier, you're healthier, you just feel better. So Qigong is an incredible practice. This is a great routine to do in the morning to charge yourself up for the day, but really you can do it anytime that you want, some energy, some flow in your life. So starting in the Qigong stance, which is feet are about hips width distance apart, and just bend the knees a bit. So you don't want your knees locked, but you don't want them like really bent, just a nice little bend in the knees, feeling a bit closer to the earth, grounding. And then feel like you're relaxing the lower back and allowing the tailbone to sink down. So it's almost like you're going to sit down in a chair, just relaxing it down. You don't want to like push it down because that creates tension. You want to just release and relax the tailbone downward. And then the next step is to take your first two fingers and just tuck gently underneath the nose, the upper lip, just kind of pushing in gently, aligning the spine here. So just feeling this lengthening in the spine. So you're tucking that tailbone, tucking in that chin, just feeling like you have a nice straight spine. And first just relax the shoulders completely and just gently extend the elbows outward just a bit. You don't want to be like really tense out here like this, just a slight opening in the elbows. This opens the energy channels in the arms. And then gently extend the fingers. So you don't want this like tension, not like tension the fingers, but you don't want them like, floppy and dead. Just this gentle lengthening in the fingers. In Tai Chi, this is known as beautiful lady's hand. And what the purpose is that it helps you to anchor your mind in your hands. The Qi goes where the mind flows. So by extending the fingers, it takes a bit of your mind to be present in this area, and therefore more energy starts to activate. You start to feel the meridians open up. So just stand here, relax the belly, relaxing from head to toe, just sinking into the earth. This is called Wuji posture. And this is the foundation for our entire Qigong practice. Just checking in, breathing in and out of the nose, very gently, quietly, from the belly center, the lower Dantien. And this first movement is to sort of activate the hands, charge up the hands a little bit. You'll start to feel the hands activating with this movement. So what you do is you bring one hand up and you gently, you form the hands into this shape. So the wrist is gently bent, the first finger and thumb especially are activated. This is called tiger's mouth. This is actually from Xing Chuan, which is an internal martial art. So you bring one hand up, shape the hand, bring it forward, and as the hand comes down, you completely relax and release that shape. It's dead now. And the other hand's coming up. As it comes up, it shapes into that tiger's mouth shape, comes out and down. Bring the hand up, shape it, bring it down. And as the hand comes down, release the shape from it. So we're alternating. You're shaping the hand and releasing it. At the same time, you're making these circles with the hands. And keep your awareness in this area, right here in the inner wrist. This is called the dulling point. When you focus here, it really starts to activate. It's like an energy hotspot button. It starts to really accelerate the energy. You'll start to feel it. It may feel like heat, may feel like tingling or electricity or coolness. It takes a bit to feel the energy. The more you relax, the more tangible it becomes. Feeling the hands starting to charge up, starting to get that energy moving. To me, it feels like the hands are almost like inflating, like there's water filling the hands, and there's a tingling, there's this electrical current running all the way up my arms. Then release that, come back into Wuji. And the first movement we will do is it's actually the opening movement for many Tai Chi forms. So I'll just show you. And it doesn't look like a whole lot's happening, but internally there's quite a bit going on here. So first of all, let me show you what you're not doing. You tend to see people do this, where they just lift the hands up, bring them in, and push them down. There's no energy in that. There's not much there. Someone comes and pushes your hand, it's gone. There's no energy there. The key here is to connect the full body. So as you're doing this, you initiate this movement by releasing into the earth. So it's like your body's made of water and it's just pouring down into the earth. So I'll exaggerate. This is what it feels like internally. It's like you're sinking down and that's expanding the hands up. But you don't want to actually sink down like this. It's just internally, that's what it feels like. So you release down and that starts to fill this energy ball, which expands the arms. The shoulders and the elbows stay completely relaxed. And then you release by first, you feel like this ball is deflating. So feel the elbows start to sink and feel the shoulders start to relax. Don't think about pushing your hands down. You're just releasing. So again, you initiate the movement by sinking into the earth, releasing, and this opens the full body. Start to connect with this energy from head to toe. It's called Pung energy, which is this earth energy that fills the body almost like hydraulic fluid. So sink and open. Feel the elbows release, feel the shoulders release, the palms are activated, fingers gently extended, coming back down. So if someone comes and pushes on your arm, there's actually going to be a lot of power in this movement because your full body's connected when you're doing it right, and you're connected with this earth energy. It's how Tai Chi masters get so much power. Again, sinking, expanding. This will start to really light up your hands and eventually light up your entire body. Start to feel this electrical current running through your entire body once you really practice this. Let's do it one more time. Release, expanding. Coming back down. And standing in Wuji for a moment here. And just notice your hands. When you start to get the energy activating, your hands actually change color. Like my hands are quite, there's this like marbling in the hands. It means that your energy is activated. The chi flows where the mind goes and the blood follows the chi. So when your energy is activated, it's tangible. There's a physical shift that happens as well as an energetic one. So the next movement is called Embracing Sun and Moon. So you feel like you've caught this ball of chi and you start to move it. So what happens here is as we lift to one side, you raise that opposite heel. So I'm up on the right, I'm lifting my left heel. I feel like you're holding this ball between the hands. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And there's also this movement from the hips that's leading this movement. And as you keep doing this, make sure that you're not doing this on your knee. You don't want this, it's terrible for your knees. You want to turn from the qua, so you kind of fold in the qua. This is the inguinal region, it's called the qua. So you come up so that that knee is safe. You're not stressing that knee by hyperextending. There's a lot of power in this. Again, feeling that ball between the hands, that sphere of energy. Breath is relaxed and natural. You don't have to synchronize the breath with the movements that you can. You can inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down, but it's not terribly important in the beginning. It's not as long as you're not holding your breath. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Feel the texture of the air as the hands moves through it. Almost like you're moving through the water. It starts to feel very tangible. You start to connect with the chi field. As you come up to the left, feel that you're bringing this pearl of energy, this ball of energy into the sun. Holding it here for a few seconds, charging up with that sun energy. As you come up to the right, you're bringing it into the moon. So you're connecting with these natural polarities, these forces of yin and yang outside the body. Balancing your own internal energy. Feel this ball is like a sponge. It's absorbing the energy from the sun on the left and from the moon on the right. And coming back to center now. Coming back to Wuji. Just feeling the body. Feeling the space within the body, feeling the relaxation, connecting down to the earth. Also feel that you're connected up into the heavens, like a string attached to the crown of your head, gently lifting you up. And this next movement, first I'll just show you. Again, it looks like you're just raising the hands up and bringing them down. It doesn't look like there's much to it, but internally there's quite a lot happening here. So again, we initiate this by, it's called sinking the chi, which is this internal release. You know, that, again, it feels like your body's made of water. All the tension's just pouring down into the earth. You're dropping in the earth. And this state is called sung, S-O-N-G. And that is like this active relaxation, this active connection with the earth. So as you release downward, you feel that is spontaneously causing your arms to spring up. And again, it's like your hands are resting on this ball here, your whole arms are, and it's deflating. So the elbows sink, shoulders sink. And if you can, keep your mind engaged in that wrist point, the dolling point. It will amplify your experience of the energy as you practice. So sink into the earth, which rises the hands up. The elbows sink, shoulders relax. Sinking, expanding. So as you sink the chi into the earth, it naturally springs back up and causes the arms to raise effortlessly. Relaxing the elbows and the shoulders. And feel like you're resting on a ball, it's deflating. So you're not pushing the hands down. It's completely relaxed and sinking. It's a full body movement. You're actively sinking into the earth. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, the elbows sink. Sinking, expanding. Feeling the texture of the air once again, like you're swimming through the water. Doing this one more time. Release. And then catching the chi here. So it's like you're holding a ball, pulling the hands together here. And just gently open and close the hands. Just feel the sensations. Focus on that wrist point again in each hand. Just notice the sensations between the hands, between the arms. might feel this magnetic resistance or connection, tingling, electricity. There's different ways the feeling of Qi will manifest. You might not feel much in the beginning, that's fine. The more you relax and the more you practice, the more tangible and powerful it becomes. And in the last movement, again, this is from Tai Chi. It's called cloud hand. So you can come to a bit of a wider stance here, not too wide, but so one palm is up like this, and the elbow's down, shoulder is relaxed. You don't want to be up here or you're not going to get any energy. When your shoulders are all tense, it blocks the flow of energy. So you want to keep them relaxed. So one is up and the other one, so both elbows are kind of out like this. And it's almost like you're holding something here. So there's kind of this circular quality to the arms. And I'll show you from the side. So the arm that's up, that's the side that's leading the movement. So what we're going to do is turn from the waist and shift into that right leg. So everything's moving together. And then you switch the arms, right one comes out and down, left one comes up, and now you shift to the left. And everything's moving together. The arms are connected to the torso, and that's why they're moving. You're not, you often see people doing this, where you're leading with the hands. There's not much energy in this. When you're moving from your center, moving from the waist, and the hands are moving simply because they're connected, that's where the power comes from. That's where the internal energy starts to be generated. It's this full body connection. So, again, the hand that's up leads the movement, so you shift towards that leg, shift the weight, and then switch the hands and shift into the other leg. Shifting the hands and move. So you come to one side and you're about 90% of your weight is on that side. You switch the hands, come to the other side. And again, keep that extension in the fingers. Don't let them go dead, but don't keep them tense. Just this gentle extension, keeping the mind on this wrist point. Internal focus is what really gets the energy flowing here. Shifting the weight. You come to the right hand comes out and down, left hand comes up. Shift to the other side. So again, you're moving from the waist, you're moving from the hips. And the hands are moving simply because they're connected. And start to really feel some energy moving when you practice this one. It gets very powerful. And this is the purpose of Qigong. Qi is the life force. Gong is a skill or discipline. It's that which requires daily training. So Qigong is the skill in cultivating life force. So it's not a physical exercise, though it has physical benefits. It's about energy cultivation. So it's quite different than Western exercise. We're not trying to strengthen our muscles or increase our heart rate or anything like that. We're just trying to open to the life force, feel the energy moving through the body so that we can amplify that. And it also causes this natural high. When you get the life force moving through you, it feels great, it feels amazing, and you feel great for the rest of the day. That's why I practice Qigong. It feels amazing. And come back to center, come back to Wuji position, and always finish by just standing here in Wuji. This is where the energy starts to adjust as it needs to. And if you want to amplify it, form your hands into fists, very relaxed fists. And almost like, like you're driving a motorcycle, you're pulling a throttle, you gently pull the backs of the wrists upward, focusing on that wrist point. And you'll start to really feel some energy moving when you keep focused on that wrist point, staying relaxed in the shoulders, the entire body relaxed in the fists. And you can stand here for as long as you want, just absorbing the energy, feeling it pulsing through the arms. When you focus on this point, it becomes quite hot. Or at least for me, it becomes hot. It might feel different for you. It might feel cold or just tingly, but it becomes like red hot as I focus here. So that is a really powerful Qigong practice. You can use that every day to keep yourself in the flow, keep yourself charged up, and it's quite incredible. I have some different Qigong trainings available on my website, jonathanwhitelifestyle.com, so check that out if you want to go deeper into this stuff. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you benefited from it. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. What did you feel while doing this practice? Have a great day, my friends.